Paul, again, we have a situation where it's a hotel quarantine worker being infected here. What are the implications, though, when it comes to the immune response, given that he had part one of his vaccination already?
Yeah, well, it does offer real-world proof of the lag between getting the vaccine and protection kicking in. We've had some comments from the New South Wales Chief Medical Officer, Kerry Chant, where she was saying that theoretically, if you're vaccinated, you probably don't have such a high viral load and potentially don't transmit the virus to the same degree. And that's sort of been borne out as well because all of the household members of this 47-year-old man have tested negative. 130 potential contacts at his workplaces have been told to self-isolate, and there's been no positive cases out of them either as yet. So investigations into this latest case do continue. The man also had an office job. He visited a number of venues around Sydney while he was positive, but we're just waiting to see potentially how far this single case has spread. But the Australian Chief Medical Advisor as well says all of this is just a reminder that a vaccine by itself is not the silver bullet.
So, Paul, how could this affect a potential travel bubble between Australia and Singapore?
Yeah, it's hard to say, but although hopefully not much. But this is news that broke over the weekend that the Australian Trade Minister, Dan Tehan, confirming to local media that he's in talks with Singapore, the Trade Minister there, on a potential travel bubble, and there's going to be more discussions on this to come. To make this work, it would involve mutual recognition of digital vaccine certificates. So it would seem unlikely that just a single case like the one we've had in Sydney over the weekend would puncture any potential bubble. The other bonus for Australia is it would allow returning Australians to do 2 weeks quarantine in Singapore before they came back to Australia. So that would really ease a lot of pressure on the hotel quarantine system here in Australia. But the hope would be to have this up and running by July or August, and that'd be well ahead of a tentative plan to fully reopen the borders in October. But Singapore, of course, right now is a long way ahead of Australia in terms of getting its population vaccinated.